and I will link this recipe in the description box below for you, as I always say at the end of this video. So oh, that's so good. I can see why my friend really liked a leftover turkey curry on Christmas Day. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Kiwi's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name is Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make my delicious leftover turkey curry. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make a really delicious leftover turkey curry recipe. So this recipe, as with all of my recipes, is really easy to do. And many years ago, I used to work in a convenience store, and I had a friend in there who used to look forward to Boxing Day more than Christmas Day. So Boxing Day, for those of you that aren't British, is the day after Christmas Day. Traditionally, it was the day that we used to open our boxed presents. Many years ago, the postman would bring them round the day after Christmas and we would open our boxed presents. That doesn't tend to happen anymore. It doesn't happen at all, actually. But we still call it Boxing Day for some reason. I've no idea why. And my friend always used to look forward to Boxing Day because her mother would always make a leftover turkey curry with the leftover meat that she had from the roast dinner the day before. And I always thought it sounded delicious. And when I started to cook a lot more, I discovered that actually she wasn't lying. Leftover turkey curry or leftover chicken curry is always delicious. I haven't got a large turkey left over or anything. I've actually just baked off some breasts in the oven that I'm going to pretend is like turkey, leftover turkey basically. And now, so what I've done for this recipe is I've put a large pan, and I'm going to put that onto a high heat on my hob. And I'm going to add oil to the base of this pan. And then I'm going to leave the pan to heat up. But before I go, I just want to say that if you have enjoyed this video today and you'd like to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you did really enjoy this video, then please feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And if you have any questions or any comments, then please leave those in the comments section below. Everything like that really helps me out, and I would really appreciate it. So as I said, I'm just going to leave this pan to heat up. The pan is getting nice and hot, so I have peeled, sliced and diced one red onion, and I'm just going to add this to the base of the pan. I'm going to turn the pan down slightly as well. I didn't put that on a medium heat. Normally with a stainless steel pan you only have to put it on a medium heat. You don't really have to put it on a high heat. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fry the onion until it starts to soften. The onion has started to soften and become clear and translucent. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in 2 cloves of garlic that I've just simply sliced, and I'm going to pop those in. And I'm going to fry these round for about 20 to 30 seconds or so, just until I can start smelling the garlic. Because once you can start smelling it, it's starting to cook. And you don't want it to burn on the bottom of the pan, because otherwise it becomes quite bitter in your meal. So you just want it to start cooking gently, basically. And I think I can start, so I'm smelling it now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the courgette. So I've peeled and grated 1 courgette. I find that if I grate vegetables, they tend to cook a lot quicker in the pan, so I'm not standing here forever trying to fry hard vegetables, because they are grated and I just find it a lot easier. But you can, if you want to, chop the vegetables, peel and chop them, or you don't even have to peel them. If you like the skin of the courgette, then please leave it on. I just like to peel it. It's also a good way to hide food from my husband and son. They don't know it's in here if I have done that. So I'm just going to fry this courgette until it starts to soften beautifully, which it has. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my spices to those ingredients. So in this bowl here I have 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, 1 teaspoon of ginger, 1 teaspoon of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of ground sweet cinnamon, and a teaspoon of dried oregano as well, or oregano depending on which continent you're standing on. And I'm just going to mix those spices into the vegetables. Oh, that smells curry-like already, to be honest. That smells delicious. And then what I'm going to do is add the tinned tomatoes to that as well. So I've got 1 tin of chopped tomatoes going in. I'm just going to fry that round. And to get the juice from the bottom of the tin, I'm going to add some chicken stock. You could use vegetable stock as well if you wanted to, or you could just use water if you think there's enough flavour in here with the spices and everything. And I'm just going to pour that over, and that just gets rid of all the juices from the bottom of the tin. And then I'm going to put this onto a high heat if I go the right way, and I'm going to bring this to the boil, and then I'll turn it down and leave it to simmer. I'm also going to add in a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, which I did remember, but I did also forget as well. I'm good at this, aren't I? Anyway, I'm just adding those in. And then, as I said, I'm just going to leave this to come to the boil. So the curry sauce has come to the boil, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn the heat down to a low heat, and I'm going to leave this to simmer on the hob until the sauce becomes what I call jammy. So it looks like a jam, basically. And then I will add the chicken to this, and I'll cook off some rice, and that will be our dinner done. But yes, as I said, I'm just going to leave the sauce now until it becomes jammy. The sauce has turned jammy, so what I mean by jammy is when you pull the spoon back, there is no excess liquid falling forwards. So that is lovely. That sauce is done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some chopped up spinach and some chopped up coriander. I've got a handful of each that I'm just going to add to the sauce, like so. These are optional. If you don't like spinach and coriander, then you don't have to add them if you don't want to. And then I'm also going to add the roasted turkey that I made earlier. So I'm just going to pop that in. I'm going to just heat that through in the pan now in the sauce. And then, as you can see, I'm cooking some quinoa here. You can use quinoa, you could use rice, you could use couscous if you wanted to. I even, have to be honest, I even really like a curry with like lentil pasta or green pea pasta. Also like it with brown rice pasta as well, that's really nice. So you can have different things with this curry, or you can have it with mashed potato or sweet mashed potato if you wanted to as well. So the curry is done. I am just waiting for the quinoa to cook. Once the quinoa has cooked, I'll serve some of this and I will let you know how it tastes. But right now, my God, this smells delicious, I have to say. The quinoa finally cooked, and I'm really looking forward to trying this curry. It smells really good. I'm just going to have a bit of the chicken and try and get some of the sauce. I have to say, it looks really good as well. Oh, it's very hot though, so I'm just going to have to blow on it for a moment. And I will link this recipe in the description box below for you, as I always say at the end of this video. So, oh, that's so good. I can see why my friend really liked a leftover turkey curry on Christmas Day. If you wanted to cool it off a little bit as well, you could add a bit of yogurt. I have a slight allergy to yogurt, and I normally add coconut cream, so I may add some coconut cream to mine. My son doesn't really like coconut cream, so that's why I haven't added any. But that is really fresh, and it's got a real hit of spices at the back of your throat as well. So that is really nice, and I'm really looking forward to having this for my dinner this evening. That is how you make this delicious leftover turkey curry. And as I said earlier, I will link this recipe in the description box below for you. And as I also mentioned earlier, we're going to be having this for our dinner this evening, and it smells and tastes so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.